But I wanted to tell you all first what the prize is going to be for this month's fiber challenge at the end of the month. So I decided, because I couldn't really come up with an idea of what I wanted to give. Although I did come up with something later, but I had already made up my mind that this was going to be the prize. So this is going to be the prize. Do y'all remember how I used to do the mystery whimsies? So I would set up a listing and then you could choose a base and like a main color family. And then I would dye up a certain number of skeins for you in that color family. Well, the winner of the March Fiber Challenge will get to tell me a main color family, and then I will dye up 2 skeins of yarn for them on trusty sock in that color family. So I thought that would be fun. So I don't have anything to show you because it will be a mystery whimsy. So I'll do a post to let everybody else know. Oh, nice. Carol says that her fiber prize comes in today's mail. That's awesome. All right. Oh, okay, Michelle. So when friends travel, you always ask for a postcard. You have postcards from everywhere. I love that. That's very cool. I was thinking it would be neat to make like a book, like you could do like a little punches on the cards and then tie them together and make a little book. I think that would be cool. I'm curious how you store yours. Like in a photo album? Just in a box? How do you store them? That's very interesting to me. All right. Moving on. Tomorrow, I have a trunk show at Crochet Aweigh in Tavares. So the yarn shop, the online yarn shop will be closed. I'll close it first thing in the morning. And then, and then we'll reopen it tomorrow night when we're done. So I'm excited about that. Also, don't forget, a Sunday I wrote down, we already switched to daylight savings time. We spring forward into daylight savings time. So, and I don't know that everybody does. I know there are some states that don't, but here in Florida, we do. So that means that the time, everything will switch to Eastern Daylight Time. So for example, next Friday, I will be on here at 1 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. And speaking of which, a week from today, I will be at Nash Yarn Fest. I will still do a live because we'll be in Nashville and I'll be available. So yeah, I'll still do a live. We'll see how the quality goes. But we should have good Wi-Fi where we're at. So yeah, so I'll plan on doing a live next Friday, but anyway, everything from here on out will be on Eastern Daylight Time, including Dying to Knit people when I get back. I'm sure I'll do a post or a live in the group to remind you all anyway, but just to let you know, from here on out, everything is EDT until we switch back off of daylight savings time. So, all right. What? Oh, I said it again. All right. Oh, yes, I completely forgot. Thank you, Laura. I finished my ranunculus, y'all. Dun, dun, dun. It is almost an exact mirror or duplicate of my Cavendish ranunculus, which would make sense because I followed the exact same formula. I wanted it to turn out the same, but I did this one in a Hallmark Holiday. This is the yarn that I have left. A Hallmark Holiday on Swanky Sock, 1 full skein. And I still had this much left. I could have gone a little bit longer, although I like the length of this, but anyway, I could have. And then this is all that's left out of 3 skeins of fluffy lace. And actually, that's actually a very good amount. I'd say that's over half the skein left of that one. So I will save these as I always do in case I need to make a repair or I want to make a scrappy project or something like that. But yeah, so this is it. I finished it on, I don't know, Wednesday. Here, let me get down like that. And it's funny because I usually like to pull up my sleeves. But what's interesting about this sleeve is that, and I think it's the same as your sleeve, Laura, on the Rocket Tee, the DK version, where she doesn't have you do any decreases on the sleeve. You just go straight down, but then you decrease right before this pretty I-cord bind off that you do. And yeah, for me, it's perfect because when I pull it up, it stays up. So it's not stretchy or anything like that, but it's just the perfect circumference. So yeah, good stuff. So I finished it, I want to say Wednesday, right before I seem to finish most of my projects right before bed. So I run out to the dye studio and wet block it and then let it dry overnight. So yeah, it's good stuff. I really like this. And then Morgan noticed it today. I was wearing it and she said, I like your sweater. I said, thanks. And she goes, oh, you should pack both of them when we go to Kentucky. Because if y'all remember, Morgan is going with me to Kentucky in May. And she said, and we can be twins. And I was like, yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to get that ranunculus back. You're not keeping it. Because she likes to abscond with some of my knit items. Most of the time, I don't mind, depending on what it is. I always let her know, you can have that, or no, you cannot have that. And this she cannot have. I love both of my ranunculus sweaters. So, oh, I did not know that, Laura. So it's fitted to the elbow. And then there are increases. Yes, I tell you what, that sleeve, I am obsessed with it. It's gorgeous. I think I need to make one of those just because I love that sleeve so much on the rocket tee. And then, yes, an I-cord bind off. Hey, Tracy, glad to see you here. All right, let's see what y'all have been working on, shall we? And I'll be honest, I don't know if I grabbed them all. I think I did, but I have not been on social media much this morning. So if anybody posted last minute pictures, I apologize. All right. And also, for some reason, my video is not showing up on Instagram again. Oh, there it is. I guess I need to refresh. Okay, I was going to say, if anybody's on there, I can't see you. All right. This is Tracy has started a muscle burra hat, and she's doing it in the narrow margins colorway. I love that. That was one of the one-of-a-kind colorways last week, and it's gorgeous. It may have influenced a colorway that I did for this week, by the way. And wow, that is fast progress, Tracy. I love it. By the way, just be honest, how many of y'all knew how to pronounce muscle burra properly and how many did not? I'm just curious. Was I the only weirdo who didn't know? All right. And then Bobby posted, she has finished her Lee en bon anniversaire. It looks gorgeous. It looks like, I'm curious with that shaping, Bobby, are those like 3/4 length sleeves? Or is it just that the sleeves look short because the shoulder is a little bit more rounded up there? Inquiring minds want to know. And then also Bobby posted a picture of this. This is her dance. And it is on Hallmark Holiday, but I love it because it looks different than mine because she's holding it with a light lilac mohair blend. And it really impacts the look of her yarn because she also has a Hallmark Holiday. So whereas mine looks much more pinkish with some of that Cavendish colorway mixed in, this just has a nice lilac or lavender feel to me. I love it. It's awesome. All righty. Lonnie cast on another Fiberfest shawl by Stephen West. If y'all remember, she did the Fiberfest shawl for me in fluffy lace. Well, now she's doing it in fingering weight yarn. She's using sparkly sock, and she's got, let's see, Riddle Me This, a mixed bag, and then her third color will be Mad About You. Ooh, that's going to look so good. Oh, I love it. Lonnie always picks the best colors. Okay, this is Tammy. I think we've seen these in multiple fashions, but she finally posted a picture of all of them. Finished all the socks, and she did specifically mix and match socks, which I love that idea. So that way it doesn't necessarily matter. You could pull the two that are almost, well, they are identical, or you could pull the two that are like sister socks. So that's cool. And then she's doing the same thing with this pair out of Merry Grinchmas. I love that. Is it just me, Tammy, or are you getting a little more wild and crazy with your socks? I like it. I like it a lot. All righty. This is Karen. Karen sent me this. This is her endless wrap. And she's already done one of these, by the way. She's using Spindle Prick Red on Squishy Worsted. It looks gorgeous. I hope it's okay, Karen, that I stole this and stuck it on here. All right. And then lastly, this is Taylor. I think I showed this sweater to y'all before. Taylor finished her step-by-step sweater. This is her very first sweater. She used a mix of home, well, it's burnt butter, but she used a mix of Trusty DK and then I think Swanky DK also, because we didn't quite have enough. And she came to, I think it was Distaff Day, she bought that yarn. So she's been sending me updates over on Instagram of her sweater and she finished it. So it looks good. Good job, Taylor.